Well, howdy, and welcome back once again to the Withlacoochee River Railroad and the Withlacoochee River. Well, I shouldn't say the Withlacoochee River Report. This is a little bit more about Monday Night Madness here. It's Monday, October 29th, or September 29th. I'll get this right eventually. 2025, and I'm getting ready to put this here building together. I'm dying to actually build a structure kit, something I haven't been able to do for a while. This is going to be done probably in several parts on Monday Night Madnesses, which you might see them Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. They might even come out on a Friday. Who knows? Anyway, this is the Vinnie's Grill Kit. It comes with some pretty nice stuff. This kit, very, very similar to the HO scale. They're owned by Woodland Scenics now, but the Design Preservation Models kits, very similar to them. Only with these, you actually get a piece of sidewalk to go along the front of the building. The decorative part of the top of the building is, which is kind of nice, is a separate piece in this one. I don't know if they are in all of them. I would imagine that they use that front end there. That's the front of the building there. I would imagine that they use that for probably several different buildings. They use the same front, and then you have a different cap for it in various buildings. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Okay, now that I've got the camera all set up on the tripod, let's get in here and let's see how this thing goes together. It looks like it goes together pretty much the same way that pretty much any other building of this type of design goes together. One thing I can say for it, you have locating lugs right here for your side walls. And they seem to look okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Looks like the back wall was snapped in two, so we'll have to take and fix that up correctly. You know, the cool thing about these is you can build a couple of flats out of each one of these kits. They used to sell flats. I guess they still do. I'm not sure. One of the things that you want to do, though, you want to go through, check your building, make sure that you've got all of the, make sure you got everything together there. See if there's anything that's got to be taken down. This is the bottom of this wall. Oh, that's not too bad. You can probably put this on either side. You have a choice. Where do you want the blank wall to sit, as opposed to the windowed wall? Make it a okay. Well, we're going to get the building standing in this one anyway. How's that sound? Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. All righty. Alrighty. Oh boy, you might know I'd have that tight. Ugh. Alright, now we didn't lose our place anyway for once. Now I'm going to do this in a couple of parts here to make sure that I can get that wall straight on. So we're going to get it together up top there, and then we're going to go and do the bottom, basically the bottom half here, and get it glued in separate. This way we can make sure everything stands straight. That's one of the banes of these structures that. Oh, really? You're going to do that to me? Got to hold it together there till it kind of sets up. You want the cement to set up. And if you have to, hit it again. The capillary action will draw it in all the way where the two pieces of the two walls are actually coming together. Where they're kind of separated, it shouldn't go much further than the end of that, if at all. Okay. Once you got it standing on your own, on its own, just leave it and you let it set and you let that glue kind of completely set up before you try to get that lower end pushed in and tightened up. Because you don't want it coming apart up here. You want it to stay together where you just glued it. I know, that's like I was saying, that's the bane of some of these types of kits because everything comes out warped anyway. These are large, flat pieces of plastic that came out of a single mold, and what happens is they have that tendency to warp a little bit. It is kind of maddening in a way. And always will be. Oh, I see. This is a. This looks to be the back wall. Well, the back wall shouldn't be without doors and stuff. Huh? Isn't that strange? Oh, crap. Oh, that's the same setup there. Okay. Oh, it'll go together as a side wall. It should anyway. So far, I'm liking the structure. Really? You're going to play this game with me today? Huh? Is that what you're going to do? All right. As you can see, oh, okay. See, I'm seeing brick detail along the edges here. I didn't bother looking at this one, but it doesn't have any brick detail on the edges. This one has brick detail on the edges of both the back and the other side. So I'm just wondering if this is actually a complete kit. One thing I don't see in there is anything for a roof. Huh. That's strange. I see no chimney in there or anything. So, it looks like I got nailed again. And it looks like somebody has been sanding on this a little bit. And probably somebody that never bothered finishing the building. Well, we're going to have to just see what we can do with it, because by golly, you know, sometimes when you think you get a complete kit, and they've got it taped up and everything nice and neat, and they're these hobby show dealers. Hobby show dealers often, I'm not saying that the guy wasn't honest. You know, he was honest to the best of his ability. So, he wasn't one of those guys. This guy's a regular hobby show dealer. I think his father-in-law, because this is the same guy that had a whole bunch of really nice Premier engines and Legacy engines and even a couple of Vision Line engines sitting there on his tables. And I do mean tables in the plural. He had a lot of tables. Okay. So we'll get this thing built as best we can. If I find out I've been hammered here. Alright. Oh, crud. Don't that figure? Yeah. No, this thing don't understand. It's going to go together, and it's going to go together well. All right. Yeah, I had something hit the roof there on the building. All right, we're going to do this over again, and we're going to try to get it in there good. Good, and ah, crud. That'll make it look like it was built by a 3-year-old. Uh-huh. Now you might be wondering, well, do I really care? Yeah, I do. I care because, you know, like a lot of other people, you get tired of getting taken, even at a train show. It happens from time to time. It doesn't happen very often, and you can't really blame the guy selling the stuff because chances are he got it in the shape that it's in. So, as a result, that's what he's dealing with. All right. All right, here's the other side here. It's going to be a side anyway. Okay, probably should have started on that side. All right, hate to do that, but I'm a guana. I'm going to put, the reason I like to use this regular Tester's tube cement is because it'll do a lot of things for you that, let's face it, over the years, the liquid cements have gotten much worse than what they used to be. That used to be the superior way to put things together, using the liquid cements. Using the liquid weld. But anymore these days, I don't think Testors has changed their formula any on the... Like I said, what we're going to do this time around is we're just going to get the building standing up. And let's see what we've got here now. All right, we've got you damn near did charge me full price. And that I don't take kindly to. Yeah, that I just don't take kindly to. Because now, see, I feel like I got ripped. And in essence, I did. All right. We're going to get this building built, though, and we're going to get a building out of it, regardless of whether it's actually a complete kit or not. So, that's exactly what I'm intending to do. I've been wanting to build this building since the day I got it, which was a couple of weeks ago. I've been wanting to kind of get this building slapped together a little. And sometimes things just don't work out that way. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Like I said, it looks like somebody started working on it before. And for whatever reason, they never got a chance to finish it. You know, they may have died. Not that I'd ever wish that on anybody. But the way that it's going to sit, you know, it looks like it's going to sit okay. So, what we're going to do here, this will give us walls all the way around. I know I have not worked on that wall up front yet to get it to set down like it should. Yeah, you know some of it's going to squeeze out the sides. Alrighty. Yeah, it looks like this was snapped off of that. Or it was, this might be from a completely different building, who knows. Maybe he was doing a little kit bashing, which I'd never hold that against anybody. Again, that's why you don't hold the seller somewhat responsible. Because chances are he put these parts back in a couple of separate boxes. The other one sold at some point. Or he got the other building done and it sold at some point. Alrighty. Now you may be wondering, well, this one would not fit inside this one, so and work at all. So, and it's going to be the same with this one, I believe. Sure enough. All right. So, see, this is smooth along here, and this one should be. But no, this one's got brick detail on it. And I'm wondering why. I'm thinking that that's a back wall of some kind. It looks like I'm going to have to make my own roof, because this one did not come with any roofing materials of any kind. Now we're going to let it set up for a little while. And so we've got that much of the building done. We've got the building, we've got all the walls standing. Yes, I'm going to get that decorative part up top of the front of the building. And then we're going to call it a day today. And okay, yes, the glue is setting up, which is what we want. All right, we need to bring this in and this over. All right. Come on, you. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that building ain't exactly straight all the way around, is it? It's not. So I think this is a back wall here of some kind from the looks of it. This here is obviously a side wall. These here might be side walls, they might be back walls. I believe they're back walls. They've got you've got brick detail on the outer edge of these, as well as on the outer edge of this other wall here. So what that's telling me is that's probably a back wall. And somebody messed up putting parts in the kit and thinking that they've gotten away with it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, that looks pretty nice already. Looks like this is made to just set right there and become a part of the, yeah. Alrighty. I believe that Mr. Muffin's trains, they don't have illustrated instructions with this. So, you know, that should tell you all you need to know right there, right? There were no illustrated instructions here. Which, those of us who have been building these types of kits for all these years, why would we need illustrated instructions? They come they come in very handy in model car kits. All right. And there we have our building standing. This here, well, I don't know why they didn't put a floor in underneath, but they didn't. Like I said, this building, it comes with a couple of some clear acetate, 2 sheets of it, and you got several fairly nice buildings, or fairly nice window covers, and of course we're going to put those to use. It saved me from actually having to put an interior in the building. In the next episode, we're going to take and we're going to paint this building. Now, what color do you think it should be? Brick red? Well, we're going to have, maybe the front of the building's going to be nice, dark, well, I'd say Tuscan type red. And maybe some green and yellow accents for the, you know, Pullman green type stuff. I'll have to see if I can find some. I think the building can look really nice. I think the building's already starting to look nice. First thing I got to do, though, as soon as the rest of this glue sets up the rest of the way, then we'll worry about getting this pulled in down here and get the building. And then once everything, all this glue dries, because you see, even a cheap, easy plastic kit like this, you want to take your time with it. You want to get it right. So you don't want to... You don't really want to take and yeah. Yep, that's a good... It's going to be a good enough looking building when I get done with it. Yes, it really is. I like the building. I like the front of the building. And that's going to be mainly the part everybody's going to see anyway, is the front of the building. You know, you almost kind of want to cut the box in half and use the back end of the building for an alleyway back here. You know, cut all my buildings in half and do that. But no, we ain't going to do that. That's a pretty nice looking building for what it is. And no, I couldn't glue the sidewalk on because it's only meeting up on about 4 points on those pillars right there at the very front of the main entrance. So we can't do that all the time. So until next time. Oh, really? Okay, he's scorching the ballast a little bit. I don't have a handheld controller on this one. Till next time, happy railroading.